So hey, Frank Paris with another one of my technical tutorials for those magicians who like to build their own props. What you're looking at here is the back of my Tom Urisit's wand making machine. He makes a machine that you crank in the front. I'll show you that in a few minutes. And different wands come out of this end of it, and then you take them and you put them back in because they're not exactly what a magic wand should look like. One is a round dowel rod, one is square, one has the black paint in the middle, but and on the whole wand, but no white tips. One has white tips, white paint, and all over the whole wand, and black tips. So it goes on and on and on until you actually get something that looks like a real wand. And it's a comedy bit that you can do. And if you go up to Tom Urisit's magic website, that's Tom Urisitts magic.com, I think, or something similar to that. Just Google it on, do a Google search on it, you'll find it, okay? You'll see it. Now, I've added all of this stuff. This is just add-ons. While I'm doing it, okay, there's a smoke machine that starts to smoke and taxes the wand machine, and then there's a shaker here. This is a shaker, I call it, because what it'll do, let me just put this on. I got a little on-off switch. Is this the shaker here? That's the bubble machine. Here's the shaker. What it'll do is it'll... is it on? I thought I had it on. Hold on, is this the shaker? Nothing like being prepared. Hold on. Remote one shaker. Yeah, this is it. Let me see if I can turn it on here. See if it works now. Nope, it's not working. Wow, I think I'm going to have to just start this whole thing over again and see if it... Oh, there you go. Okay, so that'll happen. That'll actually jump up and down. And while I'm here, I might as well just tell you what this is. I didn't want to screw anything on the back or glue anything on the back. So what I did was I took some heavy-duty Velcro, this stuff here. By the way, a roll of this is $60. I know you get about, I don't know, 20 feet, that kind of thing. And I was buying it that way when it was $30, but I'm not doing it anymore. You can buy these on Amazon. The roll is $60 on Amazon, but you can buy these individual pieces here for $4.99 a pack of 4. So I bought 4 packs, and I buy 4 packs at a time when I want to do something. Anyway, these are the heavy-duty Velcro pieces. And I Velcroed a piece of wood, which I already screwed in bolt this gadget here, which I'll tell you in a second, onto, so that it will work without this being screwed on, okay? And all I've got is the heavy-duty Velcro, this stuff on the back, okay? So that when you hit the button, okay, it's being held by Velcro on the back. And I mounted this gadget, which is what I'm going to tell you right now. It's an automatic car opener. Back in the old days, you used to see that little black thing pop up when you hit the remote button on your car lock. So this is an automatic car lock opener. It works off 12 volts or 9 volts, that kind of thing. In a car, it works off 12 volts. But I didn't want to put a heavy-duty 12-volt pack on the back. See, that's a heavy-duty. It makes it even heavier, the system. Or one of these guys. Now, I do have that on my snake. I have this in my snake box. I took my Kyber Cobra snake out of its basket, and I put it in. I built the box for it, and I've got one of these guys built into it and clamped to the wood on the inside. But I didn't want to mess up this unit, so I just Velcroed it with this heavy-duty Velcro on the back. And these car locks are up on Amazon also. And you can buy a transmitter receiver. This is the transmitter for it. Okay, and this is the receiver. And you just wire it in. If anybody needs help, just PM me, Frank Paris, on Facebook or Messenger, and I will help you on how to wire this. It's a very simple procedure. Okay, so now that this is mounted on the back of this, I can use this as your shaker. Okay, when I'm showing my wand machine getting nonsensical, doing crazy things. So that's another thing that's on the back. And of course, I said the smoke machines, which are available through me. It's kind of a little bit of a commercial for stuff. You can get a smoke machine too. Here's the smoke machine with the remote. Okay, so you've got that going for you. I'm overtaxing the machine as I'm making the wands. So that's another thing you can, again, I Velcroed it to the back of the unit so that you could get a good use out of a smoke machine as well without having to destroy the back of this thing. All of this stuff comes off, with a little bit of elbow grease with your finger. Just peel off your Velcro and stuff like that, and you won't be worse for the wear on the unit itself. So that's another thing. And of course, I have my custom-made bubble machine, which you can buy from me. You can use it for a lot of things. I do not Velcro this onto the back. I just leave it here. And then with the bubble machine, when you hit the remote on this, again, I've got a transmitter receiver situation here. When you hit this, it'll shoot bubbles up into the air about 5 feet. You can see them coming down. So your bubble machine is in the back, okay? And you're saying, where are these bubbles coming from? This is a wand making machine. There shouldn't be any bubbles, or there shouldn't be any smoke, or there shouldn't be any shaking. Whatever you want to build into whatever prop you have. You don't have to have a wand making machine. You could have like a snake basket like I have, which has the smoke machine and the bubble machine built into it. And it has this door lock, which I use as a shaker. Again, this is the shaker. Okay. So now when you have this, okay, your audience is looking in the front, so they don't see any of this stuff. They don't know what they're seeing here. But with me here, with the thing that I have in my situation here, is I've taken one prop, which I needed a way to Velcro this stuff on the back without, gluing it or screwing it in. And I used the heavy-duty Velcro for that. I built this shaker onto a piece of wood, which is now Velcroed onto the back of the Tom Urosit's wand making machine. I didn't want to damage the machine itself. I didn't want to glue it. I didn't want to screw it. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. So I screwed it on the back of this piece of wood. I kind of sunk the screws in the back of this piece of wood so that they would be flush against here with the Velcro. So that's basically all there is to this particular unit. And then, of course, when you turn all of this around, let me just see if I can do this with one hand. I'll take out the middle piece for a second. I'll just turn the whole thing around. And now you can see Tom Urosit's machine, the wand making machine, the way the audience sees it. And you don't see any of this nonsense. You don't see nothing. All you see is the wand making machine, and you're pouring white or black paint into the funnel. Right here, this funnel. And you're showing them that you're trying to make a wand, and all of these things are happening. The smoke is happening. The shaking is happening. So there's the shaking going on. All right. I was very sure to make sure that when I mounted that shaking mechanism, it wasn't going to make the whole wand making machine fall. Okay, but it does tilt it a little bit, which looks pretty cool. All right, and then of course the smoke machine would look like this. Okay, so that smoke machine would look like so. And then the bubble machine, okay, if that's in the back here, you wouldn't see that either. But let me just find a bubble remote. And again, you see the bubbles coming up. All right, so basically whatever prop you have, whether it's a square circle or obviously you're not going to build anything into the square circle unless you want to make your square circle bigger, and you mount all of this stuff along the inside walls of the square circle, and then you're carefully pulling it up and down and showing the cylinder and the square empty. I think that would be impractical. But any kind of prop that you have that requires you to make something like a wand or build or you have a prop that is a box-like item that you're taking things out of. Building one of these things might be building one of the apparatuses on the back, like the smoke machine or whatever, might come in as an extension or to stretch out whatever routine you're doing with your original prop. You're adding a smoke machine, you're adding a bubble machine, you're adding the shaker, that kind of thing. These guys, okay, what I've done, should turn this around one more time. What I've done here is to mount, you see the 9-volt adapter here. This is the 9-volt. If you needed to buy these, they're up on Amazon. They're 9-volt battery clips, okay? This is a 9-volt battery holder, okay, which I have on, what do I have it on? I have it on the bubble machine. There we go. It's on the bubble machine. It's hot glued onto the bubble machine to hold a 9-volt battery. So that's for that. This I decided to use elastic because I'm using 2 9-volt batteries and a 9-volt battery adapter, which gives me, believe it or not, 18 volts. Okay, so I could have used a 12-volt power pack, but again, I said they're too heavy. All right, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to hurt this unit right here because it works on 12 volts. It's got a range of 12 to 24. So all I'm doing now is I'm mounting 2 9-volt batteries with this guy together with the elastic holding it up, and I'm getting 18 volts, which gives me the power of to lift the unit. All right, and this is just a simple solenoid mechanism, electromagnetic solenoid mechanism that they used to use in cars to unlock the lock, you know, to take the lock and push the button up and release the locking mechanism so you could open up your car door. Okay, so that's basically what that was. Anyway, I'm getting long-winded now, and I don't want to do that. These you can buy for, I don't know how much they are on Amazon, and they are called, let's look, make sure I got this right. These are 9-volt battery snap. Okay, this is a 2-piece, and it's a 9-volt cell, 6-inch wire lead. So this is the guy you want it from Fillmore on Amazon.com. You get 2 of them, and that's what this guy is right here. Okay, you have, what else? You have this car lock. Now, I had to solder my car lock. I had to solder 2 wires onto the leads. But you can buy these with the wires already soldered on. So I would suggest that when you look for your car lock, your automatic car door lock mechanism, okay, and you say, well, why are they still making these? Well, people have old cars and restore antique cars, and that's why they still make them. Okay, good things die hard. So you want to get one with 2 wires that are already soldered on there. Okay, and let's see, I got one over here that's not wired. I just pull this out here. So this is what it looks like. Okay, and then if you buy the one that has the, let's see if I can get this out now. Okay, so you can buy one that's, there we go. This is what the guy looks like right here. Again, when I bought this, I didn't realize it didn't have the 2 wires coming out of it. So I had to solder 2 wires, one here and one here, to get the connection to the battery. All right. So my suggestion is you buy it with a wire. Okay. And you'd be better off doing that. And that's basically it. And there's nothing else to tell you about. Okay, you want to make something shake? Get one of these guys. Buy yourself a transmitter receiver. These are, you want a momentary transmitter and receiver. Momentary. Make sure you put that word in your search. And these are the only ones available right now because of supply chain. And what I don't like about these is it's not one of these guys where you can just unscrew the 3 screws and change the battery. This one you got to stick a very thin flat screwdriver into this edge right here and pop it open in order to get the battery out to change it. But these batteries last a long time, okay? And they're getting real cheap. Some of these remotes, not this particular one, but some of them don't even come with batteries anymore. You got to go and buy the 3-volt battery. So just look for the momentary remote control that has this configuration, okay? And I think they're about $10 a piece. I buy them by the dozen, so because I build a lot of magic props for magicians. Anyway, that's it. Long-winded Frank is going to say right now, over and out. Take care, everybody. Hope this helped anybody who is looking to make their act a little bit different.